Playing a Simic Merge Landfall deck. Got some things. I like all of these things. I got a turn 1 scope, a turn 2 Gnarlid. Turn 3, probably tap land, equip the Gnarlid. Opponent mulls to 6. Tap land, gain a life, go. Island. Gnarlid. Go. Things I love about Pauper. Sure, you do see a lot of the same decks, but you also have so many people brewing up stuff. Here we got a Chainer's Edict off from Black-White. So the emerged creatures aren't going to be as good versus a lot of spot removal. I'm still going to get the Griff here. Because even if it gets killed, I get to draw a card. Yep, pass it up. Other Chainers? Oh. I have been seeing this deck float around before. This deck can be very mean. Right, so we're going to play a scope. I'll swing in. If he blocks, I'll be happy because that's the one that turns into a 4/4. That's what the deck's built around. Blue, blue, emerge, sacky sack. Draw a card. And instead of playing the, yeah, we'll play the gear. This deck plays a lot of the slash spells, the black-white, just whatevers. Little life linkers, turn him into a 4/4 flyer and pound in. Does play a lot of edict effects, so like that's double black for Geth's Verdict. Another edict. Sack creature, lose life. Kind of what I was expecting. Gets in only for 2 though. It's not 4. Now I'm gonna flood out, and there's not a lot I can do about it. Oh, that resolves. Explorer scope. Explorer scope. Now he's free to do whatever he wants until he had another creature. Draws 2, lose 2. A lot of people playing that Night Whispers tonight. There's the little life linker. Now he's going to crack in for 4. In the air, mind you. Just the guy I wanted to see. I'll leave this up as a build your own mutagenic growth. Granted, it's not going to stop any of his removal. His removal is destroy target creature, target opponent sacks a creature. He castigates me. I will not exile anything. Sure. Doomblade. Gets in for 5, down to 9. This black-white deck looks real sweet. See what the Oracle finds me. Hopefully not lands. Probably going to be a land. Cha-cha-chaining. Back-to-back oracles. Give me another archer. Hits a land drop. Alright, spread the love around. You can gain landfall. You get a scope. You get a scope. Everybody gets a scope. He's probably going to play another lifelinker, crack in for 4. Tap land, gain a life. Right. So he's a 4/4, and now he's a 4/4 with... Oh, just a 4/4 with lifelink. I don't know what else to do here, so I'm just going to double block. I can't go down to 1. This will buy me 1 turn and get 4 power off the board. Another Mimic. Three, four, five, six, 7. I probably should have equipped up some or all of it. But it doesn't matter, I'm dead. Well, I'm not actually dead yet. Now I'm dead. That deck just looks so fun to play. So I want unsummons, counterspell. Arrow Valley isn't going to cut it. Tangle will help though. Go down a Snappy Gnarlid. The Emerge plan gets a lot worse when he's got good, cheap spot removal, like the Doom Blades and the Chainer's Edicts. Doesn't mean I want to get off from it, it just means I want less of it. Yeah, the negates too. Cut the expeditions. Gotta go a little lower, a little slower. And Gnarlid. 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit my deck. Deck submission received. View my sideboard. Hey, it looks like it actually worked this time. Cool. Tap land, tap land. Keep. It's got a counter spell. It's got 2 Wayfinders. Opponent's mulling to 5. Scrying to mull to 5, scry to the bottom. Play out the sandbar. I just gotta tell him. Tap land, go. Give him some love for that deck. Alright, well, that's Oracle. Or do we just want a Wayfinder? That's Oracle because it might ramp us. Either way, it draws me a card or it ramps me, so. Tangle. Play out the Evolving Wilds. Crack it for Forest. Oh, my audio's back. Forest. He knows I have the Tangle in hand, so I had to reveal it because of the Oracle. Not that it's going to be a problem for him for a few turns, but he does have some duress effects. So I get to keep the island. He might take the Tangle. Counterspell, negate. I mean, he's got some good options. I wouldn't take the Wayfinder. Obviously, I got two of them, and his stuff ends up flying anyways. Counterspell. Cracks his Evolving Wilds. There's a Griff. I could play. Get in for one. Playing right into an Edict effect. Get draw a card out of it. Got a weakness for drawing cards, you know. Yep. Oh, there's an empath. Which I don't think I'm gonna run out. Play out the Wayfinder. Leave up negate. Always get a land. I got so many of them, I just gotta... Just constantly trying to cut cards out of this deck. But when it goes off, it's so sweet. Ooh, Exploder Scope. So let's play a scope. Equip a scope. Swing. See what my next card's going to be. Counterspell. Opponent takes, of course. And I think I don't want to play either of those because I don't want to shuffle away that card. So I'll just pass. He gets to extort, but I am not losing my creature. Drains for 1. Swings for 3, gains another 1. Play the land. Attack. Yep, I'll take that. If it was a card I didn't want, I could, play a Civic Wayfinder or a Fierce Empath to shuffle it away before my next draw. I think we're going to Empath here. Did I go down to 2 Griffs or 1? 2. Leave up Counterspell. Leave up Tangle too. I think you would have learned last time. Extorts for 1. I could have let him do it and then just tangled. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what we got. Swing with both. Unsummon? Sure. Goes back on top of my library. I can cycle this in response and just draw it. Get in for 3. Then if I was 3, 4, 5, 6, that still leaves up Tangle mana. Gets me a 3/4. Again, draws me another card. Oh, this game seems to have calmed down and smoothed out a lot better. Sure. Drains. Definitely want that. Opponent takes. He's down to 11. Gain land. Go. Well, we can tangle now. He extorts. He gets a 4/4 that won't do anything. And he probably takes the unsummon. Yep. Not ideally the timing around the way I want to cast a Tangle, but he would have just exiled it out of my hand. At least it saves me 7 damage. So we will play the eel. We will equip over. We will attack. Definitely want to keep that. Opponent takes. No point in playing out my land there. I got more than enough in play. Getting the adventuring gear next turn. And obviously I only want to play out the Wayfinder if I want to shuffle my library. This feels like an unmake. Or an undo. That works too. Opponent plays a land. no attacks. Venturing gear. Equip adventuring gear. Play land. Get some triggers. Swing for 9 power in the air, which is lethal. Get a land. So it's actually 11-13 power in the air. Jump the 7-8, go down to 3. And now I'll play out the Civic Wayfinder. Gets me another land, ensures I hit landfall next turn. Take the foil. What do you got, opponent? Got to see the landfall doing its thing. The Wretch Griff getting in there for a ton of damage. This was a very good game to showcase how this deck likes to play out. Dust to dust. Okay. Kills the 2 artifacts. Why are they still on my field? Okay. And he scoops it up. Let's go sideboarding. That was a really fun game. Showed off everything this deck's supposed to do. Gets in there, messes, can tangle. This black-white deck might be weird, might be something you don't see very often, but it's got a good shell to it, and once it gets going, it's going to be nasty. Opponent's milling around in the sideboard. Alright, round 3, I got an Explorer Scope. I got my Windrider Eel, Counterspell, Fierce Empath. I like all of these. 3 lands, Snap Keep. He's already mulled to 6. He's already mulled to 5. Apparently his deck is pretty land light, if he's got a mull that far. Tap land, go. Play out the island, so after this turn I can hold up Counterspell. Oh, I could have... Oh, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I play the scope? Turn 2 Mimic. Bailed out. Favorite card to drop on turn 2? Right there. So good. Usually it warrants some form of removal. But if it can't, you just stare the opponent down saying, come at me, bro. You got this. I believe in you, Chris. There's Chainers. I'd rather him hit that than the Empath. On the plus side, it's only 2 damage. Alright. Island. Empath. Peter. The Griffin. Pass turn. Draw 2, lose 2. Did he land? He did not. Well, as much as I love to play the Griff, I want to get some landfall action going. I'll offer trade. He didn't take it. It was a good trade, too. It was a 2-mana spell for a 3-mana spell. Why wouldn't you take that trade? That's a good trade. And now he's going to hit me for 4. Down to 14. That's not cool. That is. Okay. Play the land. New plan, I'm not holding up Counterspell anymore. Explorer Scope. Equip. What do I get? Another Griff. More than likely he's going to crack back for 8. But I got Tangle up. Lifelink Extort. Should have put the product in your hair, now it's all tangled. Fogged. No life gain. Draw the Griff. Play the land. Go bigger. Offer a trade. Ferocious Bite. Now I really hope he doesn't take the trade. Cast with Emerge. Sack the Empath. 1, 2, 1. Draw my card. Kill the 4/4. Hits his third land drop. Turn 7. I'm sitting on only 6. I'm feeling a little behind. Night Whispers down to 7. Draws 2 cards. Don't know what he's digging for at this point. Because now I hit a land drop, it's lethal in the air. Okay, it won't be, but it can still be lethal if I hit 2 land drops. There's one. Do I hit a land? I do not. Well, this might seem strange. Oh, well, I had to pay 1. Sack a Griff to play a Griff. Draw a card. I got Counterspell and Tangle. What do you got, opponent? No. Well, that's the deck. You got to see it do some nasty things. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon. You can follow me on Twitter at GeekLukeG. Thank you.